Welcome to Bryer Showcase. I am Bryer Cisneros, and I'm going to be doing something completely different, and this is the first time I'm ever doing this. But what this video is a contest entry. So to kind of give you context, so there's a channel I watch pretty frequently. Their channel is called Robert's on My Turntable, which is right behind me. And what he's trying to do, he's trying to push for 1,000 subscribers, and he's almost there. He's at 938 by the time I'm recording this. So if you haven't seen his channel, I really recommend you do. He makes a lot of great videos. He talks about a lot of great bands. Just going through his recent videos, he's talking about Kansas, Deep Purple. He did a whole series with Deep Purple. Always talking about other bands he's into, like the band, and talking about any new vinyl he's acquired. So yeah, very good channel, really recommend it. Go check it out if you're not familiar. But anyway, so to kind of get that push, he's doing a contest, and pretty much the whole how you're supposed to participate is you have to make a video, and what you have to do, you have to go through your collection and pull out albums that spell out the word 1,000. So could be, I'm pretty sure it doesn't really matter. It can either be the name of the album or the artist. I'm going to be going with the artist, but it has to spell 1,000. Or if you couldn't do that, then you can try to spell out grand, I believe. But I'll leave a link to the original video where he gives the rules. So if you want to participate, then you can go and check out that video, and I'll leave you a link to his channel so you can check him out, and hopefully you subscribe to him. So here we go. So this is my entry. So when picking albums for this, I tried to be pretty diverse as much as I can. Some of these are probably not going to be too shocking, especially if you're familiar with my channel, but I wanted to throw in some little surprises here and there. So here we go. So starting off with T. So I'm going with Tears for Fears, and this, I chose their album, Songs from the Big Chair. Again, they're probably the most well-known album, has a lot of their most well-known songs. So yeah, there's many bands I could have chosen for T, but I decided to go with this one because, I mean, Tears for Fears, man, they're amazing. So that's T. For H, I went with Heart, and I pulled out their debut, Dreamboat Annie. Really good album, really strong debut. Now for O, funny enough, I don't own that many artists starting with the letter O. Really, there's only two artists where they start, their name starts with O. And I could have chosen the other one because that person's much more well known, but I decided to go with this one just to be different. So the band is Opeth, and this is their, I don't know what number album this is. This is definitely a later one. So if you're not familiar, for those who are not familiar, Opeth they started out as a progressive death metal band. So it's like progressive metal, but it has death metal elements to it, like in terms of the growling. But they kind of, somewhere in, like, I believe either it's like somewhere in the 90s to somewhere recently, they decided to change their sound to a more standard 70s-esque progressive rock band. So if you're not interested in death metal at no stretch, and then I recommend you check out later stuff, because the vocals, they're clean, they're not growling, they're just clean vocals, and it's just pretty much what you expect from a modern progressive rock sound. So yeah, I went with this one. I'm gonna be honest, I kind of prefer the death metal stuff, honestly, but you know, if you're into more modern progressive rock, might enjoy this one. So Opeth for O. U, not many options for U. I went with Uriah Heep, and I decided to go with an album that not many people would probably choose, and I chose Abominag. This is one of their early 80s albums. Of course, there's no David Bryer on. I think Peter Gulby, I think that's his name, singing on here. Very good album, very strong. For Uriah Heep in the early 80s, I think they did pretty well here. So yeah, great songs here, and gotta enjoy that album cover. This is one you're gonna see in your dreams someday. So yeah, Uriah Heep. Case for S. This one's now going to be a shock. I decided to go with Styx. Of course, Grand Illusion, my favorite Styx album. Not much to say. I mean, I love this album, so had to include that. Now for A, pretty lot of bands I could have chosen, but I decided to go for a curveball, and I went with Aha. Yes, Aha, the Norwegian band in the 80s, of course known for their biggest hit, which is Take On Me, with that iconic video. So yeah, I'd say this is pretty underrated. Of course, I'm saying that kind of ironically because I know in Europe they're huge, and here in the States, again, they're kind of considered a one-hit wonder here in America. But I think the other songs on here are very good as well. I mean, if you're into like 80s new wave synth pop, then you'll definitely enjoy this. Of course, it has the big hits, and then other songs that are really good are Train of Thought, the title track, the Blue Sky, The Sun Always Shines on TV. But yeah, again, if you're into that 80s sound, you'll enjoy this. Okay, N went with Nightwish with Once. This is the last album to feature their original singer, which is in the middle right here. Can't pronounce her name to save my life. I know it's I'm not even gonna try. I'll write down her name there so you know. But yeah, this is her last album in this band. So if you're not familiar with Nightwish, they're a Finnish band, so they come from Finland, and they kind of do symphonic metal, like metal music, but with symphonic flair, if you wish. So yeah, I enjoy Nightwish. Good stuff here. And to finish us out with D, decided to go with Dream Theater with their second album, Images and Words. To most people, this is where they really got their starts, as the progressive metal band that we know and love. So that's my D. So there you have it. Those are my picks for albums that spell out 1,000. So to give a recap, we have Tears for Fears, Hearts, Opeth, Uriah Heep, Styx, Aha, Nightwish, and Dream Theater. So this was definitely a lot of fun. This was kind of, again, it's a fun exercise to do, to kind of just go through your collections and just deciding what albums I want to show. So hopefully you got some surprises here, and maybe there's some albums you want to check out later. So again, thank you for watching. Again, if you're not subscribed to Robert's on my Turntable, please do so. Again, great channel. He's almost at 1,000, so let's try and get him there pretty soon. So again, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.